You look at all that corrosion in there. That's one of the drawbacks to lead acid batteries.
Oh, third summer in Quartzsite.
Third.
Are we?
Consecutive summer in Quartzsite. And
What
yes, we are crazy.
What are we thinking?
We're thinking we're doing things different this season, this summer.
We're going to replace our 12-volt system with, which were 2 lead-acid golf cart deep cycle batteries with a 300 amp hour OKMO LiFePO4 battery.
Kind of anxious. I don't want to wait anymore. Deep cycle LiFePO4 battery, 300 amp hours, 3840 watt hours. Okay, so here's that. Okay, so I got plenty of room up here to put it in there, or
So currently on the 2 lead acids, you have a switch inside the RV where if it won't start on the engine battery, you can switch it and the coach battery would basically jump start it.
yeah, and that's what one of these relays does. Another relay allows the alternator to charge it once the initial battery is charged. Yeah,
And those probably both have to be disconnected when we switch?
Yep.
And stay permanently off?
Yeah, because the LiFePOs, while they have the watt hours and the amp hours, they don't have
the cranking.
The cranking amps, right? The cold cranking amps, so they can't be used to jump the RV. However, they with a DC to DC charger, they could be used to charge the chassis battery.
Okay. So we're switching the 2 coach batteries out.
Yes.
For 1 coach battery and leaving the engine battery as is.
Exactly.
Okay. I didn't know that.
So, yep. And I was going to just put the LiFePO battery in there and replace those.
Right.
But I don't think it'll directly fit down in there. Possibly temporarily pull this out.
What is that?
That's the transmission cooler, I believe.
Oh.
Yep. I could temporarily disconnect it and pull it out of the way so I could have room to get that battery in there.
This is all connected to the 2 panels that are on the roof.
Yep, and there's a charge controller right inside here.
Right in there by the doghouse. But this is what runs our 12-volt stuff, like the fridge and the lights and the water pump.
Yep.
And our first summer out here, it ran 1 AC during the day.
Yeah, with this 1500 watt inverter.
Mm-hmm. But not for very long once the sun went down. And the new fridge.
The thing about them golf cart batteries is, you know, they'll pass through. You know, you can run your air conditioner on solar all day, and these things will pass through that energy. But once the sun goes down, they deplete pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. You have to check the water in them.
Those batteries?
Yeah.
Yeah, those batteries boil over in this heat out here, and if I don't watch it and put water back in them, they'll be gone.
Right.
They boiled over several times last summer and the summer before that.
But with lithiums, we don't have to worry about...
I don't know about boiled over, but all the water was evaporated and gone out of them, so...
But we don't have to worry about that with LiFePOs?
No, they're sealed. Once I pull these rods out, and I'll put a board underneath the bottom on top of that metal so it can sit up.
So it's not metal to metal?
Yeah, so it's not sitting on top of that metal tray on the edges.
When those get disconnected, does that mean we won't have any 12 volt?
Yes.
currently.
Yes.
So no water pump.
Right. When I
No
disconnect this, no lights, no water pump, I'm gonna have to actually shut the 12 volt off inside underneath on the converter, on the charge controller. Yep. That's why I want to know what I'm doing when I get started with this. I'm just getting this out of the way.
Oh, just the inverter.
This black and red one come from the charge controller, which is hooked up to 500 watts on the roof. And this is actually connected to the ground of the chassis battery, so that the grounds are wired together. So the only thing they got to connect together up here is the positives. So this positive comes around through this and up either here or here. I'm not sure which until I test it out and figure out which one. Got to make sure I really understand what's going on here before I start disconnecting things.
Do you think those two together are lighter than that one battery?
No.
Heavier is what I meant.
Yeah, one of these weighs about what that one weighs. I remember putting these in here, and
They're heavy?
They're tough. Yeah, those are heavy. Speaking of the water level, I wonder what the water is. I hadn't checked them in a while.
You checked them when we moved to the RV park, I think.
Mm-hmm. Can you see in there?
No.
Water's down below the cells already anyway. So...
And that was just this winter, because you checked them this summer.
Yeah, I put water in them when we parked here this winter just a couple of months ago.
Yeah, and it hadn't even been hot.
So the cells look wet down in there, but the tops of them are dry. So they need water already. Holy cow. Look at these nice handles.
Oh, I hadn't seen one with handles like that before. Hey, those handles are handy. I don't think I've seen one with handles.
Yeah, several makers have handles with them, but those are nice. Those actually are nice. They got good grips.
And they just tuck right into the side.
Yep. So their website is okmotech.com. This is a 12.8 300 amp hour battery, the JCY 12300 series LiFePO lithium ion phosphate battery, LiFePO4. Low temperature charge protection.
I don't think we'll have an issue with that this summer.
So it doesn't look like this battery swap out's going to happen today, because I got a few things to prepare for it yet. And we're actually using the 12 volt system, so I got to have everything ready so I'm not down for very long while I do it. But that's the situation. We're going to get rid of these golf cart batteries and go with this 300 amp hour LiFePO4 by OKMO. They gave me a heck of a deal on it, and I'm sure they will you too. But we'll see how it holds up this summer. I'll check back in as I install it, and we'll see how it goes.